And for those people who are following the guidelines, the holidays look a lot different this year. But whether it's looking like a blue Christmas or a not so happy Hanukkah, there are things you can do to make your days, if not merry, at least a little brighter.
For most of us, holiday traditions are filled with sights and sounds, many of which we're missing out on this year.
So one of the holiday traditions that we'll miss is being at church with a big group of people holding candles and singing.
The Nutcracker. Kansas City Ballet is the Nutcracker. I'm a dancer with the company, and I know not just for us, the dancers, it's hard for the community and all the traditions that these families have to come see a show.
Just the plaza lighting going every year with friends and family.
But perhaps the number one thing?
The same thing with Thanksgiving. Just couldn't be around all the loved ones, you know?
Well, I really think it's unfortunate that we're not going to all be able to be together this year.
Probably just the big, huge family gathering that we have.
Mental health experts say if you're feeling a sense of loss during the holidays, the first step is to acknowledge that.
Change is hard, right? But it's not always bad. There are still ways to celebrate the season with your loved ones, even if you, again, cannot engage in those favorite traditions.
And that leads to the second step. Try coming up with new traditions or twists on your old favorites.
Whether that is setting up a Zoom Christmas party or maybe sending out some like holiday letters or emails. There are things that we can do.
Finally, therapists say it's perfectly normal to be feeling down this time of year, and the pandemic is impacting people who've never dealt with depression before. So if you're still fighting the holiday blues, reach out for help.
So it's as easy as calling our Truman intake number or reaching out to, I always advocate to my clients, reaching out to the back of your insurance card for those of us who have coverage, and calling that number and asking for providers that fall within your network.
So that social worker with Truman Behavioral Health said any major change in your typical behavior can be a sign of depression. For example, if you're sleeping more, feeling anxious, experiencing night terrors, or simply not enjoying activities you normally would, those can all be signs it's time to get help.